Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far, and I hope you had an amazing weekend. I had such a quiet, relaxed weekend that I actually had time to shave the old melon. So I am feeling fresh and rejuvenated today. Apart from the live on Saturday night that we did on the family channel, which was a blast, by the way. If you haven't checked out the family channel, the link will be down in the description. And yeah, feel free to head over and rewatch the live. It was great. You can see how tired the kids actually got, but it was great fun. Anyway, today we are reacting to Nuclear Bazooka. America did that. This is a video from the Fat Electrician, and it was a request from Chris. Chris, thank you so much for the email, mate. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this video. But before we get into today's video, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra frisky, you may as well give the video a like as well. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out this Nuclear Bazooka.
Today we're talking about the time America built a nuclear bazooka. Officially known as the Battle Group Atomic Delivery System, it would rapidly acquire the nickname the Davey Crockett. You see, it all started in 1786 when he was born with 3 ears, a left ear, a right ear, and the wild frontier. Wait, this is the wrong Wikipedia page.
I love this guy. Yeah, he's brilliant.
Davey Crockett nuclear device. That's better. Okay, here's the deal. Once upon a time in the Cold War, the Soviet Union had way more tanks than America did. And America didn't want to have to build a bunch of their own tanks and ship them halfway across the world to Germany. So they needed a cheaper, more economical way to defeat enemy tanks. So they did the obvious thing and took their existing anti-tank weapon, the recoilless rifle, which is essentially a large bazooka, and figured out how to shoot a nuclear bomb out of it. That nuclear bomb was the M388 tactical nuke equipped with the W54 warhead. This is probably the smallest nuclear weapon of all time. To put it into perspective, on impact, this would deliver a blast yield.
I just want to have a quick read. The weapon had an official yield of 20 tons of TNT and contained 26 pounds, 12 kgs of high explosives. That's not big when you consider some of the other ones.
Approximately 20 tons of TNT. That sounds like a lot, but when you're talking about nukes, comparing it to, like, say, Atomic Annie, which was 15,000 tons, it's quite a bit smaller. Yeah, lucky for us, they recorded it again. Let's go ahead and see the tape.
The round was launched at H-17 seconds to accomplish H-hour impact on the desired ground zero at a range of 2,852 meters. The round was set for a low height of burst. It detonated perfectly, releasing its lethal radiation.
What?
That's quite a small detonation. I've been watching some of these nuclear tests and that, and it is scary. That one is quite tame.
Low height of burst. It detonated perfectly, releasing its lethal radiation.
Wasn't that the most adorable nuclear explosion you've ever seen? But it's
adorable is probably a better word than tame. I nearly said cute though, but I'm not taking away from its lethalness.
Releasing its lethal radiation.
Wasn't that the most adorable nuclear explosion you've ever seen? But it's still definitely enough to take out an enemy tank. So mission accomplished, the end. I wish. So if you watched last week's video about Atomic Annie, you know that the Soviet Union and America were basically in a giant pissing match to see who could come up with the scariest nuclear weapon. Honestly, it's still a better love story than Twilight, but it's terrifying. So let's just recap that real quick. 1949, the Soviet dropped their first atomic bomb, which means America had to one-up them. So America created Atomic Annie, the world's first nuclear artillery piece. And then 1 year after that, the Soviet Union...
I've never heard of that Atomic Annie. I need to have a look at that. Got
that real quick. 1949, the Soviet dropped their first atomic bomb, which means America had to one-up them. So America created Atomic Annie, the world's first nuclear artillery piece. And then 1 year after that, the Soviet Union made their own version known as the condensator. So America was back to square one, and we had to one-up them again. And while building a giant nuke bazooka is cool, it's not definitively cooler than atomic artillery. So how do you make it cooler? Well, it's the world's smallest nuclear weapon, so there's really only one thing to do with it. Yeah, they mounted it to a Jeep.
Drive-by. I love it.
To do with it. Yeah, they mounted it to a Jeep. They literally made a shoot and scoot. A yeet and retreat, if you will. To be fair, they weren't actually supposed to shoot it while they were driving. They were supposed to, you know, pull over and aim. But we all know what's really going to happen when you give 3 grunts, a Jeep, and a nuclear bazooka. I'm trying to tell you, if you think 2 girls, 1 cup is bad, 3 grunts, 1 Jeep is way worse.
3 grunts, 1 Jeep.
I need you guys to understand, this is probably the closest humanity ever came to nuclear war. America gave 3 grunts complete discretion on when nuclear war started. I can't verify this for sure, but I'm almost positive this is why they gave it the nickname the Davey Crockett. Because according to the legend, Davey Crockett the person killed his first bear when he was 3 years old.
I killed my pet raccoon.
Why, Davey?
So I could have this cool hat.
The Soviet Union's mascot is a a bear. That is blatantly telling the Soviet Union to fuck around and find out. Oh, and we're not just talking about like one Jeep or a couple Jeeps. They made 2,100 of these fucking things. I am thoroughly convinced.
Holy crap, I thought they were going to make like 5.
Blatantly telling the Soviet Union to fuck around and find out. Oh, and we're not just talking about like one Jeep or a couple Jeeps. They made 2,100 of these fucking things. I am thoroughly convinced the only reason this didn't start nuclear war is because the maximum effective range on the launcher is actually shorter than the minimum safe distance of the detonation of the nuclear warhead. Meaning that if you were actually close enough to accurately aim, you were also probably going to die from the nuclear fallout. Luckily, military leadership would come to their senses and pull this monstrosity from the front lines before some group of grunts got brave enough to try to shoot it from behind and outrun the blast.
Get off the nuclear.
I'm going to sound like a broken record. I am addicted to this guy's videos. He's talking about serious topics, but he's making it fun. And like, I understand what he's saying. Some of the other videos where they're throwing in like numbers, like Alpha 27 Bravo, this, that, and the other, all these technical numbers. I'm a bit confused, but with him, he explains it so well that an idiot like me can understand it.
Warhead.
Just wanted to feel the power between my legs, brother.
It was then completely removed from service by 1971. And according to the now declassified documents, when the leadership of the 3rd Armored Division was asked by Congress why the Davey Crockett weapon system was decommissioned, he responded, and I quote, "Since it was essentially a platoon weapon, command and control was a problem." Apparently, there was some great fear that a sergeant would start a nuclear war. In conclusion, please do not get in a pissing contest with America. We will win or we will start the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's probably what would happen. Tune in next week. Who knows what we'll talk about? Maybe we'll talk about that time America wanted to nuke the moon because we were losing the space race. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com.
I'm definitely getting some merch, 100%. I love this guy's channel. I think he is brilliant. He is absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't have even really known about him. Valerie, I'm still going to get to your video that you've sent me. It is quite a long one. And I'm a bit short of time this time of the year. I've got my taxes to do, which is an absolute nightmare when you don't speak the language. So yeah, I am short on time at the moment. So I am going to get onto some longer videos coming soon. But flippin' heck, his tattoos are awesome as well. I really, really like this guy. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You're helping out the channel massively. And yeah, check out the family channel. Where the rest of the clan joins me. We try and upload there 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, but obviously with Garen's schedule, it is getting a bit difficult, and I'm not pressuring them. If they are tired and they don't want to film, that's completely up to them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.